This is the TNA Wrestling March 14, 2024 full show results video, and the show started with a match between Mustafa Ali vs Chris Sabin for the X Division Championship, and the result of this match was Mustafa Ali defeated Chris Sabin by pinfall when Ali ducks and rolled Sabin up with his feet on the ropes to escape as champion. Backstage, Gia speaks to Namath and Speedball Mountain ahead of tonight's six-man main event, and all three have their eyes on the system's gold. Josh comes out in his gear as the Windsor crowd gives him a warm welcome. He recalls relinquishing the world title in Windsor a year ago, and he's still on his journey back to the gold. However, Hammerstone is currently a roadblock and he calls him out. Instead, Bravo and Oleg interrupt, and Bravo says Josh lost at Sacrifice because Dirty Dango softened him up. Dango tries to ambush Josh from behind but ends up getting tossed out. Oleg steps in the ring and Santino books the match. The next match happened between Josh Alexander vs Oleg Proteus, and the result of this match was Josh Alexander defeated Oleg Proteus by submission in under a minute. Crazy Steve walks out to the stage for a promo. He runs down his past challengers until PCO walks out to confront him, and Steve laughs and slowly retreats. The next match happened between Ace Austin vs Frankie Kazarian, and the result of this match was Frankie Kazarian defeated Ace Austin by pinfall with chicken wing. Kazarian attacks Chris Bay afterward until Eric Young chases him off. We see a new vignette from the system as they run down their accomplishments. In the locker room, Gia tries to speak to Time Machine when GYV interrupts, and Shelley says that if they want to prove themselves as the best, they can face Time Splitters. The next match happened between AJ Francis vs Joe Hendry, and the result of this match was AJ Francis defeated Joe Hendry by pinfall when the referee was down, and Rich Swann intervened and seemed poised to hit Francis with the chair when he decided to strike Hendry instead. Alan Angels try to host sound check with Ash by Elegance, and George Iceman goes off about the set not being at all what they were promised, and Ash agrees to participate anyway and announces she will have her third match next week. The next match happened between Spitfire vs Bia Moss and Vanna Black, and the result of this match was Spitfire defeated Bia Moss and Vanna Black by pinfall. Tasha Steelz interrupts commentary and claims she didn't lose at Sacrifice because she wasn't pinned, and she challenges Grace to defend against her next week. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Steve Macklin and the Rascals vs Nick Namath and Speedball Mountain, and the result of this match was Nick Namath and Speedball Mountain defeated Steve Macklin and the Rascals by pinfall. As the babyfaces celebrate, the system runs out to attack. Namath superkicks Moose until Alicia pulls his foot. This allows Moose to fire back with a title shot across the face of Namath and Bailey, and then Seven and the system stands tall with their titles to end the show.